And as Owen mentioned there about the wives and whatnot, unfortunately, my wife has passed away, but I do have my baby boy here, Robert James Cooper III, who serves as my campaign manager. Thank you all. I would like to thank the Chamber for this invitation this morning, and I would just like to let you know that we have been on a forward move and trying to move enterprise in the right direction. As you start on 167, you see the sign saying the city of progress. And this has been done through efforts of what we call unity. We have tried to move the city in the better direction that we will be recognized the world over. We have people from here that have come out to Fort Rucker, and as we have worked with AUSA and friends of Fort Rucker and trying to keep Fort Rucker steady, because if Fort Rucker closes up tomorrow, we're going to be in trouble. We have one of the best school systems in the state of Alabama. We have one of the best bands in the state of Alabama, and I happen to be a part of that. 42 years in the school system, working with our students and getting them ready for such a cause. We have roads that have been resurfaced. We have new industries that have come into our industrial park that have given us jobs. We have children that have left here and have gone and done well. I can say that because I have a grandson down at the University of South Alabama that is doing well, and he's in sports medicine. He graduated from Enterprise High School. So we have a good thing going on here. We have worked hard to try to make sure that our city produces some of the best residents. And when we look around the city, look at the downtown, at the sidewalks, look at the farm center, look at the civic center. We have a new theater that's going up on the other side of town. And when you look around this city and see how clean it is, we are tearing down all these old houses. We are trying to make our city be presentable. And we want people to come into this town, and when they come in here, and they will see what we are trying to do. We are not second to none, we are number one. And I do ask for your support, and we're going to work hard to try to continue to do what we need to do as a city. And as I said before, unity in the community. God bless Enterprise, and God bless America.
Yes. I want to recognize my mother. She's here. I know she's very proud of me, so I just want to recognize her. She's here. I have been going around District 1, and I have been talking about the 3 Ps. That's passion, purpose, and progression. My passion is for District 1. Passion for District 1 is because I am a product of District 1. I grew up in District 1. And unfortunately, I talked about this, and I've been talking about this as I go around. Unfortunately, going off to Auburn University and going and excelling and doing a lot of things that I've done, I don't see a lot of progression in District 1. If you look at the parks, I put them on my Facebook. If you look at the parks in District 1, the equipment that I played on is still the same equipment that is there now. I don't think that there is no park in this city that every park in this city should be comparable to Henderson Park. There are kids in District 1 that cannot get to Henderson Park. There's a park right on Bell Street. There's a park right on Weeder Street. Those parks need to be upgraded, and my passion is to see District 1 come up to the level of the progression that we see throughout the circle. The other thing is my purpose. My purpose is to bring a new vision to Enterprise. What I mean by new vision, I was talking about this the other day, and I'll throw it out for any incumbent. I'll throw it out for anybody that gets in. I think the city needs a city app, where the city where anybody with a smartphone or whatever, you go in there. If your trash is not being picked up, if your lot hasn't been cleaned or whatever, you can go right onto that city app. You can put that information in there. It goes right on to the city councilman or to that person, that city council person, and that information is given to that person to take care of it. Another thing is about open government. I believe in open government. What I mean by that is I think that the city needs to be open to City Hall. I think that there needs to be town hall meetings. I want to hold town hall meetings in my district, okay? And also, when I was talking about progression, I'm talking about progression throughout the district. There's an industrial boulevard right there on Geneva Highway. Why can't we have a Subway or Blimpies right there in the Discount Plaza? I'm asking for your vote on August 23rd. Thank you.
My name is Tommy Johnson Jr. And first off, I want to thank the citizens of District 2 for allowing me to serve them for 16 years. I would also like to give you a little background about myself. I'm a lifelong resident of Enterprise. I'm a product of Enterprise City School System. I graduated from Enterprise State Junior College and also Troy State University. I've been a self-employed contractor for over 25 years, and I'm married to Robin Dalrymple Johnson. We have 3 grown sons, Brad, Brent, and Jared, and 1 granddaughter, Natalie. I'm proud of the accomplishments that we have made during the time that I have served on the council. A lot has been accomplished, but there is still much to be done. During my time on the council, we have been fortunate enough to announce over 1,000 new jobs, but this is a never-ending endeavor. We have several prospects that we are working with, always working aggressively to bring good-paying jobs to our city. These jobs are vital to our citizens who want to stay in Enterprise and raise their families. We have also been able to support our school system. Since 2008, we have been able to contribute over $50 million. When the new junior high is built, we will be the first in the state to have storm shelters and safe entrances at every school. Now that's something to really be proud of. Last week, we kicked off a project that I'm excited about. A $250,000 grant will expedite the process of tearing down old dilapidated buildings around town. The city has worked hard in 16 years I've been on the council to remove old properties, but this will allow us to take a big bite out of the elephant this coming year. A few things I would like to see completed during the next term: transforming College Street into the Museum and Cultural Arts Center, renovating Bates Memorial Stadium, transforming the old Action Building on Plaza Drive into the Central Fire Station, and building the new number 4 fire station to better serve our community and to try to keep our ISO rating as low as possible. I also want to see the downtown sidewalk project continue until all the sidewalks downtown are restored. Street resurfacing is a never-ending need for which I will always work for. In the long term, I will support the building of the new library at Enterprise Junior High site. In closing, I humbly ask that the voters of District 2 go to the polls on August 23rd and cast your vote for a proven leader and a strong voice for District 2 and the City of Enterprise, Tommy Johnson Jr. Thank you very much.
Good morning. I hope that each of you will take one of these cards with you and read over it and give some personal information about me. Also has my phone number on it and provides some information that I'm not going to verbally go over. However, I'd like for you to realize that for the last 17 years, I have lived at 500 West College Street. For 37 years, I have operated a service business. I am used to answering a telephone 24/7. Today, I want to do something a little bit different. I'd like to discuss my campaign donations and expenses, as my commitment is to remain transparent. As of Friday, August the 5th, 46 people had donated a total of $6,583 to my campaign. The largest donation in this campaign was $1,500 from my family. The second largest donation was $500 from a neighbor. My campaign expenses have come up to a total of $6,427.81. I am proud to say that to tell you that $6,427.81 has been spent right here in the enterprise. Every penny. I support enterprise businesses. Of course, I cannot make any promises about the next 4 years, except that I will work together with the residents of District 2, as well as the elected members of the City Council and the Mayor. My opinions and actions will be guided solely on what I feel is best for our city and its nearly 30,000 people who call Enterprise home. Public service is about being sensitive and responsive to the needs of the people. If elected, I promise to fulfill the jobs to the best of my ability, and at all times, what I do, I will believe what's fair and just for all. I feel that everyone should be treated equally, fairly, and with respect. I ask you on August 23rd to go to the polls in District 2 and vote for me, Eugene Goolsby, as your councilman. I will be a new voice for you, your voice. Thank you.
First of all, I'd like to thank my wife for being here, Judy. Appreciate it. I am Kirk Dawson, and I am seeking re-election to the Enterprise City Council seat, District 3. I have been married to my wife, Judy, for 46 years, and we have one daughter, Leah. I am very proud to say that both Judy and I were born in Enterprise and chose to make it our home, raise our child, and establish our career. Judy owns a beauty shop named Sheer Magic on North Main, and I have been in the construction business for the past 42 years. We have been members of Hillcrest Church for 33 years. Together, you and I have accomplished many goals during the past term of my administration. I like to think that many of those achievements contribute to a quality of life for you, me, and all the citizens of Enterprise. Some of these accomplishments are creations of new jobs, addition of new businesses, downtown revitalization, Dolphin Street reconstruction, 21.2 miles of street paving, tremendous growth, recreation improvements, fire increase, protection. These are only a few of the accomplishments you and I have made. There are many more, but time will not permit me to mention them all. Some of the accomplishments I have mentioned were the results of good relationships with state and federal agencies. Funding and grants do not just flow in the enterprise. It takes the seeking out and development of long-term stable relationships with people you meet in the offices of Alabama government in Montgomery and also on the federal level. It takes reaching out to the county, state, and federal elected officials to form a working relationship that will benefit our state, county, and city and form a progressive bond for our whole area. If re-elected, I will continue to work for promotion of new and existing businesses and industry, excellent fire and police protection, a safe and a positive environment for all our citizens, including children, senior citizens, and veterans. Better and safer schools for our children, continued paving of streets and roads, sewer expansions where there is none, accountability for public funds and resources, support for Fort Rucker and our veterans and active duty military personnel. Addition of facilities, services, and activities that improve the quality of life for citizens of our city. I want to express my deep appreciation to all the citizens of Enterprise for their support, hard work, and encouragement, as we will all seek to keep Enterprise a city of progress. I hope you see that I have the best interests of the city and its citizens at heart. I always have, and I always will. Please vote for me. Thank you for your time and attention.
The last time I saw this many big wigs together in one place, we had a bomb threat on Enterprise High School in 1983. I looked over at Mr. Morgan. I said, Mr. Morgan, y'all need to leave. He said, why? Because I said, can you imagine what kind of fix this city's going to be in if something does happen? So, That was the only time that I was able to tell Mr. Morgan anything. I want to express my sincere appreciation to the Chamber of Commerce for sponsoring this event. I've been asked many times of why I decided to run for the city council. The reason I have expressed over and over again is for my concern that the citizens of Enterprise need fairness, they deserve openness, and they need better opportunities to be heard when the affairs of our city are being conducted. As I've stated many times, transparency does not need to be what the city council or the mayor feel that it needs to be, but it's what the citizens want it to be. There's a major disconnect, I feel, between the mayor, the city council, and the citizens of Enterprise that needs to be reconnected. The procedures for giving citizens an opportunity to speak and to be heard need to be completely revised and updated. Down through the years, Enterprise has been able to hold on to qualities of working together, patriotism, and the willingness to do what is for the common good. That was the city I grew up in. That was the city that I love so dearly. Enterprise is a city of progress. It's a city of progress because generations before us took something and tried to make it better. That's why we progressed. I want to progress in all levels of our government, but I want all those levels to be transparent. Progress is not always easy, but working together we continue to grow. A growth that is attributable not just to a few, but to all the citizens of Enterprise. A platform is what everything is based upon. I will listen to the people. I will be a voice not only for the people of the District 3, but all of Enterprise. I advocate and promote honest and open government. I promise to be a good steward of the people's money. I will base my decisions not on what we're doing, but basically on the question of is what we are doing fair to the people of District 3 and all the people of Enterprise.
First of all, I'd like to thank the Enterprise Chamber for putting on Peanuts and Politics this morning and inviting me here today to speak to y'all. I'd like to thank Christina, my wife, that sits back in the back, for all you do for me and our family. It's really been a pleasure and a privilege and an honor to be the councilman for the City of Enterprise and District 5 for the last 4 years. We have seen a lot of positive things in those 4 years, and it's my hope that we will continue with hard work to keep Enterprise moving in a positive manner. Just a few examples of those positive things that we've seen over these last 4 years. Approximately 23 miles of street that were repaved. Just the other day, Dolphin Street was officially reopened. In addition to the repaving, we were also able to work on the water and the drainage problem that's been such a problem there for so many years. We were able to replace the old water meters with new, more efficient ones that will save the taxpayers money and conserve water. A new farmers market, which goes along with the continued efforts to revitalize downtown. We have been able to refurbish the airport hangars and repave the taxiway. Also, we were able to help the Enterprise City Schools with a bond that went toward making our children safer, building a new middle school, and also creating a 21st century learning environment for our children. I have 2 daughters that are currently at the Enterprise High School, and I couldn't think of a better place for them to be. We were also able to update many of the vehicles in the police department. There are many more examples to choose from, and there are more to come here in the near future, such as a new 4th fire station, which we will be doing the groundbreaking on Thursday morning. Moving the central fire station from City Hall down to the old Action Automotive Building, and renovating Base Memorial Stadium. All of these things have drawn and will continue to draw people to Enterprise. There's been approximately 30% growth here in Enterprise over the last 15 years, And this has not happened by accident. I personally believe that Enterprise is the best city to live and raise a family in, and I'm proud to live here and own a business here. Enterprise is being recognized across the city, across the state and the nation by independent research organizations that is being Enterprise the 8th best city to live in Alabama and the best city to live in South Alabama. All of these contribute to companies big and small, from local to international, wanting to come to Enterprise and do business here. And I'm excited to have a part in making this happen. So again, I think we have a very positive message right now here in Enterprise, and I think the future is very bright. So I'd like to ask for your support and your vote on August 23rd at the Enterprise Rec Center so we can keep Enterprise moving forward. Thank you.
I'd like to recognize my family over here. Thank y'all for coming and support. I'm going to spare y'all the introduction. There should be cards on your tables. Only 3 minutes, and we'll cut that out. During my first term in office, I pledged to fight for 3 initiatives. The first is open government. Open government is a 3-legged stool: transparency, participation, and collaboration. Transparency means more financial data is available, such as putting the city's checkbook online. Transparency is also broadcasting public meetings on public access channel, online, archiving them. That's not just city council meetings, that's city council work sessions, water board meetings, all the municipal meetings, even school board meetings. An example of participation opportunities is having events such as town hall meetings out in the districts. Invite the school board members, the water board members, other members of the council into the district, at least semi-annually, maybe even quarterly, depending on the reaction, to give the citizens an opportunity to engage with their elected leaders. An example of collaboration will be the formation of citizen advisory committees to engage the stakeholders in specific issues in the city. My second major initiative that I pledge to fight for is a renewed commitment to the Chamber of Commerce and the Economic Development Corporation to ensure adequate support of the business community. As the city has grown and will continue to grow, so too should the allocation of resources to these vital organizations. My third major initiative in my first term will be the implementation of processes and metrics to ensure that our government is right-sized in order to accommodate the growing needs of the city, while at the same time remaining as small as possible. This means that law enforcement and other emergency services are properly funded so that Enterprise is safe now and into the future. It also means that education is properly funded, so we're able to sustain the best school system in this part of the state. It is, after all, the school system that sets us apart from our surrounding communities. With these processes and metrics in place, it will ensure that spending will grow no faster than population adjusted for inflation, and neither should our tax revenues. With a little help and cooperation, these 3 initiatives can easily be accomplished in my first term. I truly believe that I bring a skill set to the table that will help build a better enterprise for all. One more thing that I want everybody to know is that I put in a self-imposed term limit of 2 terms. I pledge to only serve 2 terms if I'm fortunate enough to be elected. I believe that every organization should always seek to add new ideas, fresh perspectives, and that 8 years is plenty of time for me to put my mark on the City Council. I humbly ask for your vote for District 5 City Council on August 23rd.